You want trouble?
Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're looking at the craziest, most wacky Cyberpunk 2077 glitches the world has ever known.
Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Going to heaven early. Where are they going? What cyberware are they using that allows them to float in such a manner? Those are the questions you'll be asking yourself when you encounter this bug. If they held such power all along, why not share it with the rest of us for the greater good? It's not fair that they remove the fingers as hover legs just to torture us with hovering NPCs. But we suppose they're needed somewhere for a greater purpose than mere mortals like us could understand. We can only hope they leave us alone. Moonwalking NPCs. Okay, never mind flying cyberware, how about moonwalking cyberware? Of all the things a bouncer in a club could have had installed, why moonwalking implants? You'd think he would be more combat proficient or something. Maybe he is, and he just likes to style on his enemies. In any case, you may have seen NPCs occasionally outright move backwards or moonwalk in Night City. Check out this guy during Automatic Love. It's the kind of stuff that has you do a double take when you see it. He really floated forward a little bit just to end up styling on us and go backward on the way back. Invisible weapons. And finally, 50 years into the future, our hands have become weaponized and finger guns are genuinely deadly. Just watch here as V tries to escape during an otherwise very emotional car chase. Talk about immersion breaking. If you had any suspense of disbelief, it's gone now. Or perhaps it's all just a figment of V's mind. Never has a mime been so deadly. For a game that gets praised for its gunplay and the ways they handle, this is a pretty fun turn of events. Maybe enemies are just playing dead and playing along with the finger guns. Glitching into V's apartment.
You know, guess you could mistake it for Venus.
CD Projekt Red thought they could put in an apartment as good-looking as V's Path of Glory penthouse without players wanting or at least trying to use it outside of said ending. It's no wonder why! It's got a ton of sweet merch just sitting around like the Scorpion figurine.
I'll be outside. Maybe I'll catch a glimpse of the Crystal Palace.
But after the ending mission, you can't access the apartment anymore. However, players figured out that you could actually parkour up the walls unintentionally and glitch into the apartment. It's safe to assume that we're breaking and entering. Wall phasing NPCs. As you should have learned by now, Cyberpunk NPCs have many tricks up their sleeve. It turns out, we're never safe. Apparently, these guys know how to phase just like the Flash, so walls aren't an obstacle anymore. Just look at him! That wall doesn't stand a chance. So why do the clubs even need bouncers when people have mastered the art of no-clipping ages ago? Turns out that NPCs were the most powerful Cyberpunk characters all along. I'd like to see Atom Smasher go toe-to-toe with one of them. Flying cars. Of course, vehicles would be completely useless if people could fly, so it'd be foolish of us to assume that they didn't already think of that. Introducing Cyberpunk's new supercar. Although, it seems like they still need some fine-tuning. Just look at this guy crashing through Night City. Or maybe he's just a cyber psycho. MaxTac has got to take this guy down. Jokes aside, we're getting to the point where we wish we could say this was modded. Unfortunately, that's just a part of Cyberpunk's charm. It's a little Bethesda-esque. Is it a bug or a feature, as they say? Invincible Enemies. When someone wants to take you down in this game, they don't stop at phasing through walls or flying. These guys got console commands on or something, because at this point we've seen no clipping and flying, so it only makes sense for them to have God mode too. Sometimes in Cyberpunk 2077, enemies will be straight up invincible. So, we can't hurt them in any capacity or actually kill them, leaving us with just the option of running. Needless to say, this becomes completely game-breaking in boss fight scenarios where you need to kill them to progress. Magic clothing.
Ah, so you must be V. Johnny mentioned something like this might happen.
Ah, Cyberpunk NPCs, the gift that keeps on giving. Apparently, they got a little too ambitious with clothing physics in this game, as the clothes sometimes randomly start floating or falling off entirely. Just look at Kelly here, who looks like he's about to flash us or something.
That a hint of disapproval, I hear?
It really changes the tone of the scene. And if that doesn't do it for you, check out V here on a normal Sunday morning drive. He just really wanted the world to see and experience his butt. Not that we had a choice anyway.
Don't worry about a thing.
Jackie's magic trick.
Somehow Dex got caught up in the craziness. A lot of bodies lying in the streets by the time the shooting stopped.
Cyberpunk 2077, despite all its faults and glitches, has still become an immensely beloved game today after thousands of bug fixes by the developers. One strong reason for that is its narrative and replayability, which is helped a lot by its really strong opening. There's just something about the way the game reels you in and how they use Jackie to drive your story forward. And once we get to V's apartment for the first time and wake up after, we head on down to meet Jackie, who's having a bite of food. Which is when this bug might occur.
Dex is a real deal when it comes to fixers.
Jackie seems to be performing telekinesis on his chopsticks, completely taking us out of the immersion. The game really had us going, too.
We'll see about that.
So we rolling or what?
Good ol' air swim.
No, we're gonna scroll underwater.
Nope, no way. Bad idea.
Some people are just water dogs. And if you've ever taken a swim in Night City's Del Coronado Bay, you know this water isn't very clean or welcoming. I mean, it's literally got corpses in it. But that's when the people came up with an alternative. Why walk on ground when you can walk in air? Why swim in water when you can swim on land? That's right, Cyberpunk fell victim to one of the oldest widespread glitches in games with swimming systems. You can swim on land. Even landlubbers can practice their crawl now. Just look at us go. It's beautiful. Which glitch made you laugh the most? Did you play it on release and experience the sea of glitches that scarred gamers forever? Tell us your favorite glitches below and how to do them.
And it ain't as bad as you think, okay? Trust me.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, there's more where that came from.